on the 11th, I received a call from a friend of mine who happens to be a retired detective that worked for me for many years. I didn't put that out there initially. I wanted to protect that individual as much as possible. Unfortunately, in the court documents, which is standard, he was referenced as a retired Washington County deputy. So I didn't put that out there. It was in the court docs. I was trying to protect even that information and just saying retired law enforcement in general. So I get a call from my friend, and his I said, hey, how you doing? Good. And it's not, he's been retired a few years. We'll call each other. It's not unusual for me to get a call from him or vice versa. And at 8:02 p.m., he calls me. Hey, I can tell his voice is kind of shaky. So my first thought is, who died? Like, who's he going to tell me that died? And then I couldn't fathom what actually came out of his mouth. So he said, hey, I know who Charlie Kirk Shooter is. I know the family through religious association, and he's in Washington County now, and we're working on trying to get him to come in voluntarily.
I am at the point that with all of the proof that I have, the people that I have spoken to that were intimately involved in this case, I would willfully sit on the defense side and say, this person told me that the feds planted the gun. This person told me that the bomb dogs couldn't find it. How can you sit back and pretend that you are like a friend of Charlie Kirk because you're trying to get a patsy put into prison? Like, you guys are completely monstrous and pretending that you're on the side of morality. Like I said, I have recorded and documented every piece of this case. I have been meticulous about this. There is an overwhelming, they love to use that word, there's an overwhelming amount of evidence that the feds set this kid up as a patsy. Okay? Everyone in the town, all the local sheriff departments, the SWAT team, they believe that the feds came in and they started lying and they were sending people on wild goose chase, and they, said the gun was here and they said it was over there. There was no gun. They didn't want the bomb dogs to go into certain places. Like I said, I am not getting this information from people that do not have the credibility to assert that. That's how I got the pictures inside of the car. Okay, I am speaking to people with first-hand intimate knowledge, and they all believe that the feds set this up.
So, you know what, guys? I don't know. I don't have to know, the whole story behind who did it, who was involved, who was pulling the strings, and how it actually happened and what all went down. All I really know is that the FBI is full of shit. They said it was a 30-06, and that's basically impossible. And now, right, we're seeing stuff that the bullet that they recovered the fragments from doesn't actually match the right bullet for the 30-06 rifle that was being used. Obviously, it wasn't a 30-06 that killed him. And that's what I'm saying. We don't know a lot of what the details and facts of what actually happened are, but I can tell you 100% the story that the feds, the ones that told you that there's no Epstein files, actually there is Epstein files and then there's none, and then we released a bunch, those same group of people, they're lying to you again. And that's actually where Candace gets in some shit with other people, is because she tries to make sense out of all of it. And so she ends up going through a lot of theories to try to solve the whole thing. But at the end of the day, she might be wrong on some of her theories and thoughts about this and that. But the official narrative that the feds are pushing to all of us is complete bullshit. That's what it is. That's all. And if I can't really understand how people just... I just don't understand how it's literally because the feds are telling you this is exactly what happened and there's already weird shit surrounding it. How can you believe it? I don't get it. The institutions that spy on you and that lie to you all the time are now magically telling the truth. Oh, okay. Trust them on this one thing. What? What I'm getting at, too, is like, literally, if the feds were actually the ones, for some reason, pushing that Israel was involved in, like, some type of way, that would make me think, oh, they had no fucking involvement at all. That's how much they lie.